Good morning. It's 8:30, 8:31 to be exact. The market's closed today, but I figure it's a good time to launch a session since I'm not going to be under any kind of pressure to 8:30, 8:31 to be exact. Let me turn it off here. It's always better to do something without some kind of time pressure to end the chat. This way I can talk as long as I need to or want to without having to worry about needing to put my focus in the market. So let me adjust this for a second so that I can see any kind of question if there is any. There might not be any. I think most people might not even care to turn on and watch the chat today because the market's not open. But my brother and I, we do not stop. I just want to, go over what he and I discussed yesterday and earlier this morning. This way, you are on same page as he and I. My brother and I, we active discussing the market over the weekend, each weekend, but it's not as if like we are slave to the machine, to the computer, and pour over the chart. We have a brief 15-minute session to talk about what's going on, what we see, if we miss something, things like that. It's not, you know, he's very much like me. We're not overly. I think he's more obsessive about the market, which is a good thing. That's why he's a better trader than I am because he's more in tune with the market than I am. I kind of have other things going on, whether it's comic books or my son, um, the chicken. My brother had no kids. Okay, his wife. That's it. He's retired like me, but he doesn't have any side hobby or the chicken to take care of, things like that. So he's not as distracted as I am. But anyhow, let's take a look at the market. And over the weekend, as you can see here, I did add a trend line down here from the low of the Nasdaq here to where it touched. And as you can see, if you zoom in, okay, we are getting close to a point where there might be support. So let's say tomorrow, if the market continue to have weakness because of Ukraine and Russia, where can the market go? Down here, okay? Can it get down to 33,853? Not 33, 13,853. Very possible, okay? So look out for that. That would be the next level before it get to the low of 13,704. So I'm not saying that it's gonna come down there and stop. I'm just saying that if you're looking from level to level, that's one potential level. Okay, if you pan this thing out, yeah, I mean it's a decent trend line. Okay, it's not a super duper trend line, but for now, I will leave it there. All right, so let's move on to the other thing that he and I discussed and I talked about. Yes, Bitcoin continue weakness. Okay, I did draw in something for him that I kept for you guys. If you follow my live chat, you have not seen this two blue line right here. This is the channel that I drew in over the weekend for him. It connected. This channel did not exist until recently, okay? Because to draw a channel, you need at the minimum 3 points, right? When Bitcoin go up to here, all-time high, yeah, and then it crashed down here and stuck around for a few months, yeah, it went up back here. That's when the channel can be drawn, okay? So the channel is connecting those two endpoints, and then I just duplicate the channel, the top line here, down here at the bottom to create the channel. So I duplicate the trend line up there and the trend line down here, make it a channel, okay, parallel, okay, so, and it lines up nicely. I show him, look at this, hit, 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 okay, a beautiful channel. So if Ukraine is not resolved, the NASDAQ keep tanking, there is no reason to think that Bitcoin is gonna not tank along with the NASDAQ. There is no reason. There has been high correlation between the two assets, okay? So can Bitcoin come down here? I told my brother, and touch this trend line, coincide with the 200-day moving average, weekly moving average? Yeah. It's 100-day, I'm sorry, my bad. It's 100-day moving average. Yes, a very high probability. So can we see Bitcoin around 32, 33,000 again? Absolutely. It's the bottom of the channel, okay? Now, does that mean that, let me go back to 1 year. Does that mean that I believe that Bitcoin can't go lower than 32, 33,000? No, I'm just respecting the channel. I'm respecting technical. This is one thing that I have migrate over for over a year now. I toss away all of the previous pattern of Bitcoin that many people on YouTube are still believing. Oh, the 4-year cycle, the halving cycle, the bear market, crypto winter, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Okay, one of the things that I bought into the philosophy of my friend and my teacher is Bitcoin trade very technically the past couple of years because of the way Wall Street and the bots look at Bitcoin. It doesn't care about supply chain data. It doesn't care. It doesn't care about hash rate. It doesn't care about anything. It cares technically. Greed and fear. So what I find annoying as far as Bitcoin and the YouTube community is there's a lot of people that would say the cycle is broken, the 4-year cycle is broken. True. But at the same time, they use historical precedent to justify the reason. Oh, Bitcoin 4-year cycle is broken, but it's going to crash 85% because the past 2 cycle, Bitcoin crashed 85%. So Bitcoin is going to 10,000, 20,000, some crazy low number. You can't hit the cake and the ice cream and everything, okay? It's just nonsense. Those are the dipshitters that I talk about. You can't have both. You either migrate over to the belief and the philosophy that Bitcoin cycle is broken, is no longer slave to what happened the previous 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You can't just say one thing and then also go, oh, back in 2017, Bitcoin crashed 85%. So from 69,000, it can go down to 12,000. Just stop. Okay, just stop. If you don't believe me, come back in a few months and see if Bitcoin touched 12,000. Why does this? It's just dumb. Okay, it's just dumb. So before I go, let me show you what I have been doing with my. I talk about buying Bitcoin, right? I will show you my order of Bitcoin. Oops, didn't want to do that. There you go. There goes my outstanding order over in Coinbase that I placed last night as I was chatting with my brother. go over the Bitcoin chart. See that? There you go. I put in order to buy a dime, basically half a Bitcoin between 36 and 32. I put my money where my mouth is, okay? That's it. Now, would I change the order? Maybe. Depends, okay? I put the order there, but if something in the market caused me for concern, would I alter those orders? Absolutely. But until then, that's where my order will stay. Okay, so that's the end of me and talking about Bitcoin today. Hello, Captain Crunch. All right, so now that we have more time to just talk about the market, let's take a look at some chart. Costco. Costco is in no man's land. Nothing to do there. Okay. The risk reward is just not favor you. Would I buy Costco? It has to be down here, okay? 507 at the most I would pay for Costco would be down here. That's the most. Where else would I buy Costco? Where else can Costco go? Look at this. This kind of line up nicely here. 50171. Ish. See, it hit a couple of times. When you have 2 points, you can do a trend, okay? Trend line. So there you go. It hit here, bounce. It hit here, bounce. But that also can be because it was reacting to the 20 MA, okay? Because look at this. The 20 MA, bounce, 20 MA. So this line does not mean that it can be a good support. It could be that it just happened to be the 20 MA. That's why I said the maximum I would pay is right here at the 20 MA, okay? Because it has reacted positively twice before. If it dip down here, I might nibble or add more down there. But I would save that line, okay, in case that line means something later. It might mean nothing, and we will take it out. But for now, it might mean something. All right, so let's take a look at Microsoft. Ugly, okay? No man's land. There is no reason to buy more Microsoft here. But down here at 280, absolutely, okay? Absolutely. The one that got beat up so badly, Adobe. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, okay? It was holding up here for 3 or 4 days, and then wham. Down here at 420, yes, 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 yes. 5% lower, okay? 5% lower. Can Adobe drop 5% lower? Yeah, absolutely. Another one that's real ugly. Salesforce right now, right here, okay? It better hold. We are at the big support line. It got to hold, okay? That line is pretty key right here. Okay, it's coincide with a big 200-day weekly moving average coming up. So the best thing for CRM is to go sideways. Let the 200 MA, weekly MA move up to give it support. Okay, before, see, that was a big resistance. And then look, big resistance, bounce off that key 200 MA weekly, right? So we want this to hold for Salesforce. This is one I have not traded in a long time. I used to trade Akamai a lot. I make a lot of money with Akamai before the pandemic and during the pandemic, but not lately. I have not traded Akamai in at least 6 months. So we'll see what's going on here with Akamai. Okay. Oh, where can Akamai go? Yeah. See, this area here is key right here. It's key. Let's add a drawing. Okay, it's key. Why? Look, okay, tough spot here. Good support, and now it's nearly lining up with the 200 moving weekly moving average. So yeah, can Akamai come down there? Absolutely. Would I buy Akamai down there? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, between the low of 92.64 and 94. Yeah, that's a good range. Keep in mind, support, when I draw a line of support or trend, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, you got to understand that usually a trend line or support or resistance is a range. It's not just a point. It's not one single number. It's a range. Okay, it can be $1 lower, $1 higher. Okay, so it doesn't have to be exactly to the penny. It sometimes it does line up exactly to the penny, but a lot of time it's just a range of like $1 up and $1 down kind of thing. So yeah, can Akamai keep crashing down here? Yeah, or it finds support right here at 101.33. There you go. That was the previous low that it failed to hold. Okay, it went right, it sliced right through it. So it need to get back over this to be okay. If it doesn't, then it could be clear sky below. Let's say Akamai, because I do like to trade Akamai. So say, all right. Good morning, Rob Wilson. Someone mentioned, well, CrowdStrike. Okay, there's a bunch of safety, internet safety, spyware stuff that people like that I don't like. People on experts on CNBC love CrowdStrike. I'm telling you, I had a little CrowdStrike. I'm so glad I sold right here at 191, right around here. Okay, is it right here? It's like 190-ish. Is it right here or over here? One of those on this move here. Okay, I bought the dump. I started to buy the dump, and then I got out at like 191. I'm just like, the heck with this, I'm out. And I'm kind of glad I did, because look at this. This is just horrific move. And now we add some key point. Okay, we add some multiple key point here with CrowdStrike. Another one of those high multiple, high growth, high valuation that the market hates now. Okay, so you got all kind of problem here with CrowdStrike. 150.02. Add a couple lines. Oh boy, no touch. Okay, no touch. I mean, I can't see myself buying that CrowdStrike. But the other one that is a better company, Palo Alto, no man's land. Okay, come down to 463. All right, 463. The more it goes sideways, the more this line will come up to give it support too. So maybe in 2 weeks, Palo Alto, if it drifts sideways and down a little bit, in next week or two, it might be a good entry. I like Palo Alto. I would buy Palo Alto. Okay, but for now, it run way too much. It need to come down a whole lot. Market is closed today. Correct. Which make it easier for me to run a chat like this, because I can go over as many charts as I need to without rushing to finish like I did every other day. Nike. Bouncing down here. That's okay. Nothing to worry about Nike down there. How about Best Buy? What's going on with Best Buy? Been a long time since I look at Best Buy. Oh, ugly. Yeah. No go here with Best Buy. No go here with Bed. How about Bed Bath and Beyond? Been a long time since I've been looking at Bed Bath and Beyond. Is it even around? Or I don't want to see it. Really? The stock is gone? Bed Bath and Beyond? Did it go pop? Did it go private? I guess, because I don't see it, because it used to be BBBY, I think. No, it's there. Yeah. BBBY. Yeah, just does not look good. Does not look good. Would I buy Bed Bath and Beyond? No. No. Risk reward? Nah. No. What's the no word for Russian? Niet? For German? Nein. Let's see. Let's take a look at CMG. Gotta come on down to 1470-ish. Yeah, I might give a look. Otherwise, I'm waiting for the gap fill. Okay, the gap fill right here at the line 1473 gap fill. I got my alert set there. See, my alert is set near the gap fill, so we're not doing anything until that. How about another restaurant stock? No man's land. No man's land. Okay, nothing to do there. How about cake? Cake, rocking here, cake. If anybody bought cake down here, congratulations. Nice move. Busting through 3 moving average. Nice. Impressive. Okay, when you have a stock that can go through 3 resistant level like this, yeah, impressive. Let's take a look at some food stock. SYY Cisco, the other Cisco. Oh my, all-time high is coming up here. Yeah, I would not touch that one. No. How about what was the other? Eat, Brinker, the other food stock. Oh, see, eat and cake move the same way. Yeah, they move the same way. Eat and cake. Brinker. How about McDonald's? McDonald's didn't move the same way. McDonald's, it keeps sliding. That's okay. Keep sliding. And if you want to buy McDonald's, just be patient. You might get your chance down here. Okay, 245. You can get 245 is literally 2%. Okay, 2% lower. 2% is nothing. If the market dumped because of Ukraine, Russia, 2% is nothing. But yeah, down here, 245 to 243, that's a sweet spot. Heck, I would buy trading position in McDonald's down there. Let's see. We haven't talked about grocery store in a long time. Kroger. Oof. No touch. It's bouncing to the yeah. Why would you want to own Kroger here? No. No dice. Let's take a look at the stock that. Well, let's go to semi. Look at the semi. Qualcomm. Hey, if it hold, I might add. Okay, but I need no need to rush. Okay, no need to rush. But I told my brother, keep your eyes peeled on the 100-day moving average. If it touch again, it could do this. Okay, it have done this, 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 this. So obviously the machine, the bots are lining up to defend Qualcomm at the 100 MA. So if you want to gamble, I told him put your order right below it. Okay, because you see it wick down quick below, it wick down quick below. So I told him, you want to put in an order, put in something below 164. Okay, put in, heck, I would even put in an order at 162. Since we're talking chip, MU, oh boy, oh boy. Nah, no touch, no touch. Risk reward not here. And right now, it's semi. Let's take a look at SMH. SMH. Yeah, SMH is weak. Okay, and it could go down easily to the support line. If not, look. Okay, look, 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 look. SMH can easily go say hello to the previous low. Okay, easily. Yeah, see, if this doesn't hold, if the market, if the Nasdaq tank 2 to 3%, can I see XMH go down here? Yeah. And if SMH is weak, well, guess what? Many chip stock will be weak, right? SMH, save that. So yeah, I think SMH gonna be slave to that for a while. Texas Instrument, that's fine. Intel got the snot kicked out of that because of the investor conference. People didn't like the projection of profit margin, blah blah blah. That's okay. I'm not adding more. It need to go sideways for a couple days. AMD, oh boy, hanging on for dear life here with the 200 MA. If not, see you at 100. Now, would I buy AMD at 100? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. Let's put an alert. Alert. Buy, buy, buy. Right there, so I know. Okay, there you go. I'll get an alert so that I know that 100 is near. Okay, save that. AMD. Let's take a look at Bros. Okay, this is the other coffee thing that people have been talking smack. Oh, this is why Starbucks go down, because Bros. Good God. If you're not a big coffee drinker, you have no idea what you're talking about. If you're a big coffee drinker like I am, you're not gonna go from drinking something like Starbucks or Pete to Bros. Okay, ain't gonna happen. If you don't drink coffee, the people that are more likely to go to Bros would be people that go to Dunkin' Donut. Downtown Josh Brown was pretty bullish on Bro as he's trash talk Starbucks. Yeah, good luck. How you like that, Josh Brown? Buying at 60, losing 20%. Downtown Josh Brown, my most hated CNBC contributor. Fat, loud, stupid. F off. But yeah, what is there to like? If bros don't hold here, say hello to this. Say hello to 38. Yeah. when it comes down to CNBC contributor or guest that I think is more fair-minded, um, I think the Nigerian brother is okay, but they short-term traders, so they don't really have like any kind of like long-term calls and all that stuff. The Nigerian brother is okay. Stephanie Swift, I think that's her name. She's okay. Joe Terranova, he's okay. The rest, woo. The rest, no, not a chance would I care. The rest, no. There's too many that are just horrifying bad. And the host is terrible too. The host of the halftime show, whatever Judge, whatever his name is, he trying to be, he trying to, be combative with the guests so that he bring out the best in them. Shut up. IBM. We haven't talked about IBM in a while. Oh mine, oh mine. Key here. Gotta hold this, okay? This previous low look like it's violating that. See, look. Violating that. Was it low of 124.19? Okay. It's a decent spot as far as hold the line, right? You got, it was here, right? It was here, see, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, okay? That's a good trend line when you have something like that. It touched 4 times in the last year. So IBM, do your thing. Protect the line. If you don't, oh boy. If you don't, you can go down to 118, 115. It can be ugly. It can be ugly. Yeah. Let's save that. Okay, that's a decent spot to save for IBM. What else would I want to take a look at? How about boring old tech? What about Hewlett Packard? Something I haven't traded in forever. Hewlett Packard. What's the symbol now? HPE. 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 Oh, no touch. No touch. No touch. Okay, no touch. How about old tech? Oracle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Failure here. Failure. It better hold. Wow. Oracle. Ugly. Might go down to 70. Okay. Yeah. That is one ugly looking chart. Oh boy. That's a gap up and destruction. Can you imagine buying this gap up thinking that Oracle is back, baby? It's back. Oh boy. Utter, total destruction from 105, 106. Talking about 30% haircut. Goodness gracious. In a span of 2 months. Utter destruction. What about Cisco, the other old tech? I think that's all-time high, right? No. Cisco, kind of a bullish move here. Gap over the 20 MA, and then strong move over the 200. So that's decent. That's 2 strong day. But then look like the 100 MA is gonna be a resistance. So we'll see. If you didn't sell here, hopefully you took some profit here. Okay, because this wick right here show you that sellers are lining up to take profit here. Because a lot of people that bought down here make money. They're in the money, right? They're not gonna give back. They respect level to level, right? If you buy down here and you see two move above resistance, and then on the third move, it's stopping out, right? It's time to get out. So yeah, not a surprise. It would be a huge surprise if it was able to get to the 50 MA. Yeah, huge surprise, but I don't see it. Not with the Nasdaq being weak. What else would I? How about Coca-Cola? All-time high. Wow, wow. If you're not selling, what are you doing? Pep. Ooh, Pep. I like Pepsi. I like Pepsi. Come on down. Okay, I like Pepsi. I like Pepsi. Look like the 100 MA is acting as good support right here. Remember what I talked about selling Pepsi put out here at 160? Yes, that is still in my plan. I'm waiting. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a day where Pepsi go red, go below. This way I get a better premium selling my put at 160 3 weeks out or whatever. So yeah, I'm waiting. See, I've been waiting since this point right here to sell, but Pepsi had been holding strong. So I'm waiting for a dump to sell my put of Pepsi down there. STZ, Constellation brand. We're into the, yeah, it's not good. The potential merger with Monster Beverage. It better hold 214. That's what my friend, my teacher said. He said 214 is the make it or break it. Okay, it gotta hold. It gotta hold. Okay. Otherwise, let's go to 207, 208. How about Monster Beverage, the other one that people, the one that was linking to Monster, MNST. Yeah, Monster. Look at Monster. So much for merger talk, right? Got the snot kicked out of it. Wow. Say hello to the low. It bounced off the low, okay? Wow. Not random at all, is it? Let's save that. Let's save this sucker. Previous low. Decent support. Monster. Monster. All right, I think that should do it. I don't think I think I have run through the gamut of everything I wrote down on a piece of paper as things that I discussed with my brother. Oh, I have not talked about the banks. Duh. See, on my notes here, I just write down sector that I want to go over. So I forgot the banks. After I finish with the banks, then we're done. JP Morgan. Would I add down here at 151? Between 151? Yes, I would add a little bit more right there. I would write my put down here, okay? Would I write put at 146, 142? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Goldman Sachs. All right. It needs some work here to get over the resistance. But down here at 325, 320, yeah, yes, 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 yes. Wells Fargo. Ooh. Let's wait. If you in, I sold Wells Fargo up here at 58. Okay, I had Wells Fargo. I sold up there. I failed to buy here. I wish I did, because I would have ride it there. But now that it's looked like it could fail, would I buy Wells Fargo at 53? Absolutely, absolutely, I would. Okay, so just wait. Just be patient. Wells Fargo might come down there. Bank of America. Ooh, key point here. Okay, key point here. Pretty much almost 50-50, right? As far as up at the resistance and support down here. So where would I buy Bank of America? All day long down here. Okay, 200 MA, 48, absolutely. I would buy a whole lot of Bank of America down here if it get down here. Absolutely. Another sector that I forgot, Expedia, travelers. Okay, Expedia. Oops. Hitting all the sector that I can remember. Oof, no touch, no touch. Trip. Oh, ugly. Trip is like the ugliest of all the travel stocks. Nah. Seem like it's stuck at that spot. Okay, Trip, no. Booking is rocking, I think. Booking, yeah, no touch, no touch. Airbnb, where would I buy Airbnb? I sold all my Airbnb. Where would I buy back Airbnb? Where would I buy back Airbnb? Definitely not here. Okay, I don't think this, if the market tank, I don't think the 100 MA is gonna hold. Down here, okay, down here, 160. Would I consider buy at the 50 MA? Maybe, okay, but at the earliest I would buy back any Airbnb, it would have to be the 50 MA. But for sure, I think 159, 160 is a better spot, and for sure, this trend line, this downward trend line that you see that was resistant, 3 times in the past 6 months. If this fail, it better provide the support down here at about 154, 155. Okay, so that's the spot for Airbnb. JBlue. It's okay. Like I said, I prefer to get over the 200 MA. Yeah, but for now, it's okay. Hey, all the airline went down. Gravity, you cannot escape gravity, but I still like JetBlue out of all the airline. Okay, yeah, that's UAL, Delta. Yeah, how about Save, Spirit Airlines? Save. Yeah, I still like JetBlue out of all of the airline. Okay, all of them. Before I go, let's take a quick look at all the hotel. Marriott, no dice. HST, wow, this stock was so ugly. This is one of those stocks that I bought a long time ago, and I gave up at 17. I had enough. I sold somewhere here. I bought somewhere here, and I sold somewhere here for I lost like a little bit money. Okay. No, I bought it here. I think I bought it like around here, like just under 18, and then I sold it around here. Couldn't take it anymore. Wait, I ran out of patience. BK, Bank of New York Mellon. Let's see, BK. Ooh, ugly. Yeah. Would I buy down here at 55? Yeah, that's a good spot. Okay, because it's the reference low, coincide with the 200-day moving average. So I think BK at 55 might be a good spot. This thing has been running above the 200 MA for a long time. See, BK has been so strong, but now it's showing weakness, and it can get there. It can get there. Let's see the trend line. It's violating trend, so that's not a good thing. Okay, it's violating trend line. Edit property, blue. Okay, let's see, let's go, let's pan out 3 years. Yeah, look at that. it better hold. Okay, it's near the point that it need to hold. At the worst, I would take a gamble and buy a little bit down here, but that's danger zone. Danger zone. If you don't hold there, where else can you go, right? Of course, you can go down here, but I think 55 is a pretty good spot to nibble a little Bank of New York melon right there. If the market tank tomorrow during the week, there's no reason to think that Bank of New York melon won't revisit 55, even 54. Okay, so it can happen. Iconic point, that kind of question has no answer. Okay, it has no answer until it hit that point. How do you know what when something like that happen? What caused it to go down? Step back and ask yourself, what caused the market to tank? And whatever it is that causes it to tank, can it get worse, right? That's why I really detest that kind of, not that I detest you, I detest that kind of setup because it is pointless. Trying to approach trading and for the market from understanding that, if something is driving the market lower, nobody can tell how long that catalyst can drive it further, right? So depend on how or why it got down there, there's no way to know, right? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say shots start to fire tomorrow and the market tank. Why in the world would you want to get in? How long? Until I feel safer, right? There is now, if the market tank down there tomorrow or sometime during the week because there's still more concern and fear, but no shot has fired, different story. It can snap back further, right? It can snap back quicker. But if shot fire and both sides mobilize for an all-out war, well, it can go a lot lower, right? You see why I just laid out? That's why that question that you have is like, you throw your hands up. How long? Nobody knows. Okay, you can't think that way because it's, at least I can't think that way. Other people can think that way. My mind doesn't think. My mind does not go that way. Okay, it just is futile. That's why I go from level to level. And what causes something to go from level to level is the next thing that I ask myself. I don't, just like, that's just like, your question is no different than someone say, if I buy Microsoft at 300, how long does it take to get to 400? Somebody in the chat room asked that question, I think last week. I'm like, Microsoft price target 400? I'm like, my mind can't go there. It makes no sense. Okay, it's just like, yeah. I remember someone asked, what I think of Microsoft go to 400. I'm like, 400? It's like it gets so much things to consider to get to even 320. How long to 400? Next year? Let's not even talk about it. It's Wall Street nonsense. Fill the time on TV with experts that just throw out crap to talk about so that they can fill up 8 hours a day. It's just nonsense, utter nonsense. So don't go there, okay? Don't go there because it's the less time you learn to stop listening to expert on TV that regurgitate price target, and it's just literally is nonsense, okay? It's baseless. It's I understand. I understand that CNBC need to fill the air with noise for 10 hours a day. So they're bringing people from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's just nonsense. Whole lot of nonsense. I think that's it. I think I covered everything that I can think of. Well, one more. Somebody did ask about RCL and the entertainment stuff. We talked about Disney. I'm gonna cover all the sector. Okay, I the piece of paper that I wrote down all the sector. Unfortunately, I had a piece of paper cover part of it. So now that I move it, I'm like, oh, there's still a whole bunch of stock I need. But iconic point. You see why Microsoft target to 400 is also silly. It's like what is the point? There is no point. RCL. Well, the good thing is, iconic point, you heard my reply and you did not get so offended that you unsub and left like many other people. uh, let me be very blunt here, okay? If you can't take the tough lesson that I give in this kind of session, you're not gonna cut out to be a trader. You can be an investor, you can buy and hold and forget it, okay? But if you want to be a trader, you learn to recognize what is important and what is just wasted noise. RCL, I don't see a reason to own that or to trade that. Same thing with CCL, Royal Carnival. Yeah. Last but not least, Disney. Yeah. No reason to add to Disney here. No reason whatsoever. Since we talk about Disney, let's take a look at Netflix. The ugly tree, Netflix. Oh boy, it's not so bad. Okay, given where it is, it's going sideways pretty much. But this 20 MA is coming down. It's coming down, and as you can see, it's providing a good test right here. See, it peaked a little bit over the 20 MA and reject. So that's okay. Let go sideways a few more days. Let the 20 MA come down even more. And then the computer is more likely to be more positive because the hurdle is even lower and lower and lower. Okay, so Netflix is not so bad here. I'm not so bearish on Netflix here. Okay, it's not pretty, but it's not as bearish. Yes, a lot of people have a lot to learn, and as long as you're willing to learn, trust me. When I first learned to trade from my friend, he constantly he's very good. He's very different from me in that he does not get frustrated. He's not nasty. He's much more trying to find the right word, but the worst thing that he would say to me would be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Right? Because he's just like, "Didn't I tell you to do something? What are you doing? Why didn't you sell, or why didn't you those are kind of thing that he would say. And over time, I learned. I understand his methodology, his techniques, and I apply it. And I taught my brother, and he did the same thing. I was brutal with my brother. Okay, I was like, "What the f are you doing? Why are you holding that thing at all-time high? Stop fighting. Okay, stop fighting what you know is not right. If what I taught you is good, why fight it? Okay, unlearn what you learned before." um, it takes some time. I encourage people. I suspect that a lot of people that watch this are not traders. Okay, this my channel is nothing. Okay, there are plenty of other channels on YouTube that trade and have thousands and tens of thousands of people listening to what they do and follow. This is not it. I barely get a handful of people. Um, but if the few handful of people that watch my channel learn follow what I'm doing and uh, put what they want to do to test as far as paper trade. You don't have to trade, okay? You don't have to like put in a real trade, but you can say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna buy here, need support and see what happens. And if it works out, you test out what I have been saying over the past month now, and over time you either buy it or you sell it, okay? And that's what I did with my friend. You know, I literally followed him for a year without doing any actual trade, because I really want to see his methodology on how he followed the market, what make him decide to buy and sell. And unlike many people, I'm not like many people, okay? Like people on the chat room ask me questions, how to draw trend line, how to do this, how to do, I ask him nothing. I literally ask him nothing. I just look at the chart that he drew for me. He would send me short clip of video explaining why he think the support is this or blah blah blah. I literally listen to him, and so because I'm a curious person by nature, I like to learn things on my own. I like to decipher clues, and that's just the personality I am. Okay, so it took me a year, because it took me a year to decipher what he's doing and learn how to do many things on my own. I never once asked him, how do you draw a trend line? How do you find, where do you see the support? Why do you put, no, never. I just look at what he does and say, okay, why did he put that line there? And over time, I'm like, oh, he put that line there because of that point, that point, that point. He draw the trend line this way because he touched, again. But that's my nature. I don't expect other people to be like me. Just like, I learned how to press, I learned how to clean, I like how to, all the comic book stuff that I shown on my channel, I learned myself. There is nobody to tell me how to do anything. And it took me a long time to accept that in other people. That's why I'm willing to teach other people, because for a long time, when I was younger, I can tell you, in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s, I approach life in that if I can do this, other people can do it. If it's so easy for me to see, why can't other people see it, right? That's how I approach. And only in the last 10 years or so, as I get into my 50s, I'm just like, I'm thankful for being able to have that kind of mind that figure things out on my own and willing to take risk. But most people are not like that. They're not built like me. Okay, so that's when I learned to do video to show people how to grade, how to press, how to clean. And I do get annoyed. Make no mistake, I do get annoyed of a lot of questions that I deem people lazy. If you're lazy and you want the shortcut by asking me a question instead of trying to figure things out on your own, I will answer it. But make no mistake, it's laziness. Okay, it's laziness, because if you watch enough videos, things are there. You don't need to ask me how to draw a trend line or how to draw support. If you've been watching this channel, this chat for the last month, and you still don't know how to draw a trend line, tell me why, right? Tell me why. At some point, I can't baby somebody. So be better, right? That my philosophy is, and my brother is very open-minded. He bought into, teach a man how to fish and he won't be hungry. It's so I hope people take something like that away with this channel, with these chats. Even if it's 5 people, 10 people, that's fine. If you're in your 20s and 30s or 40s, you still have 20 plus years of potential trading success. It's never too late. My brother just started trading last year. Okay, he's 56 years old. So make no mistake, it's never too late. It's if you don't know that you have the personality to do this, you will find out very quickly. It's not for everyone, but if you have the personality, the patience, that's the king. One of the things that by Captain Crunch, one of the things that many people recognize the way I am prior to this year, because for the past 9 years on YouTube, I do comic books and I talk about no FOMO, do not FOMO, and I don't FOMO. And I see a lot of people FOMO. Now that you see how I am with the stock market, is it a surprise to you that I do not FOMO? And is it a surprise to you that FOMO is bad? The comic market is no different than any market. Okay? FOMOing, paying all-time high for something often lead to bad things. Okay, so if you can take away anything from watching me talk about the stock market, even if you don't trade stocks, take that lesson and flush that FOMO out of your brain, okay? Because it is nothing good. This is why I am so hard on comic collectors that FOMOing into something, because they are so emotionally deprived that they think FOMOing into something is a good thing because they gotta show it to their buddies, their friends. It's utter nonsense. Okay, the existence of comic book community on YouTube is about a bunch of dudes flexing to each other about what they have because they think it brings some kind of confirmation, affirmation. No, nobody give a shit. I don't give a shit what you own. I don't give a rat ass what you own. Okay, make it very clear. I don't watch other people's haul. I don't give a damn. And it's just stupid, nothing but stupid. Okay, and I can tell you, if you ask every single one of those guys that cannot stop FOMOing into the hot book of the week, I can guarantee you none of them are successful in the stock market. None. Okay? There is no winning in FOMOing. Okay? David Moshang asked, what is FOMOing? Let me show you what FOMOing is in the stock market or in the comic market. There. Google release earning. Oh my God, all-time high. Stocks gonna split 20-1. There you go. Paid 3,000 or more. Okay. And now, literally 20% lower. 20% lower. Okay. It's make no sense to FOMOing into anything. No, step the F back. All right, there is just nothing good. Same thing. Look at Disney. Gap up, good earning. Guess what? Nothing good here. UPS, same thing here. Okay, same thing here. Gap up. Look, obliterated. Okay, there's nothing. Can anyone tell me is there a reason to FOMOing into stock? It's just if you, because I have been in the stock market for so long, even before I learned to trade, I see this before already. Okay, it just confirmed to me more because I become more active as a trader to see this on a daily basis. If you see this and you transfer over to the comic market or the collectible market, it's nothing good. Nothing is good from FOMOing into buying anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But before I go, let's take a look at BTC. It was weak this morning, so where is it now? Oh, it popped back. All right, all right. Okay, it is what it is. When did it start to reverse? Wow, it went down to 37,255. This morning when I launched the chat, it was down here. But looked like it popped. Does that mean that I'm gonna change my order? No. Okay, for those that just come in, I show you my order, right? Did I show you my order? There you go. Before I go, let me show you my order. Oh, I don't want to mess up the screen here. I placed this order last night, see, 12 hours ago, 13 hours ago. There you go. 36, 35, 34, 33, 32. Buy a dime. Half a Bitcoin right here. That's my order right now. I'm not moving it. I'm not changing it. I'm going to leave it there. We'll find out next week or during this week. Next week is tomorrow start, okay? Next day, tomorrow. We'll see where Bitcoin will go, what's going on with Ukraine. We'll move things, right? So that's it. I hope people find the chat useful. If so, give me the thumbs up. Not much else I can ask, right? Enjoy your holiday. It's a holiday here. My son is not in school today. Today is President's Day. Banks closed, stock market's closed, his school is closed, so he's still in bed. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in. I prefer to run session like this, to be honest, compared to the daily 9 a.m. session when the market is open, because it's harder for me to want to continue talking when the market is open. I want to focus there. Here it's easy. I can talk for an hour and a half or an hour and not feel the pressure to end early so that I can focus more on the market.